Okay, good morning, all of you. So let's start today's class. We have done previously, we have done 7 classes altogether. So now, my 6 classes altogether. So let's see. So today, yesterday we started with standard limits, right? So standard limits, first form which we did was standard trigonometric limits. Yesterday we have seen using the graphical approach and using normal expansion also, that when we have limit of we have seen two different forms. First was that limit of x tending to 0, x by sine x, right? This will be equals to 1, but to be very precise, this will be 1 plus, right? Because x is greater than sine x. Why? Because x is greater than sine x, right? And for this is like a modulus x of greater than mod of sine x, right? So, and in this case, if we'll just reverse this, so this limit of x tending to 0, sin x upon x will be equals to 1, but to be precise, it will be 1 minus, okay, for the same reason. Fine. Next was we have seen the limit for tan x upon x and x upon tan x, something similar to this. So limit of an x tending to 0, x by tan x will be equals to 1. To be precise, it will be 1 minus, and limit of x tending to 0, this will be tan x upon x will be equals to 1 plus. And so we have seen this. Why this will happen? Because mod of tan x will be greater than mod of mod of x. This was for, we can say that this is between pi by 2 and, so x between greater than minus pi by 2 and less than pi by 2. Okay, so yes, so these were the 4 standard limits which we have seen yesterday. Okay, so next we will see the form in which we have inverse. So suppose in this case we have sine, and we have seen that the graph of sine x the graph of sine x, so I'll solve it in the next page. So graph of sine x is something like this. So I will draw for minus pi by, sorry, I will only draw till pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. Okay, so sine, yeah, so sine will be, yeah, so I have given this as a homework, right? So first, if we'll draw the sine curve, then if we have to draw the inverse of sine curve, it will be simply, we will take the mirror image of that sine curve in x, y is equals to x. Okay, so I will draw y is equals to x line also, so that it will be easy for us to plot. So suppose this is y is equals to x, and now if I'll try to draw the sine curve, so this is sine, suppose, okay, right? If I'll draw the sine inverse, sine inverse will be simply mirror image of this curve, in y is equals to x. So now the mirror image I will draw. So this will be the sine curve, sorry, sine inverse. So this is sine inverse of x, right? Now see, where we can see that sine curve, the sine of x was below y is equals to x, and sine inverse of x now will be completely above sine y is equals to x. This was the line y is equals to x, right? So now if I'll try to write down the limits, so limit of x tending to 0, this suppose x tending to 0 plus, if I'll write x upon sine inverse of x, this will be again with the same concept. This will tend to, because now x is less than sine inverse of x, so this will tend to 1 minus, right? And if I'll try to write down limit of x tending to 0 minus, again x of sine inverse of x, this will also tend to 1 minus. Okay, similarly, if I'll write limit of x tending to 0 plus sine inverse of x upon x is equals to, this will be 1 plus, because sine inverse of x is greater than, yes, and limit of x tending to 0 minus sine inverse of x by x will be again 1 plus, because minus sign will get cancelled, magnitude will be more. So using this, combining this result, so we'll combine the result, this one, and we'll combine the result, right? So this will be limit of x tending to 0, x upon sine x, x upon sine inverse of x will be equals to 1, but to be exact, this will be 1 minus, and we'll have limit of x tending to 0, sine inverse of x upon x will be equals to 1 plus. Okay, so copy this one also. So now this is the final result, this one. Okay, if somebody asks that what will be the value, then you will simply say it is 1, right? I'm writing this 1 minus and 1 plus to be exactly precise. Suppose if they have given greatest integer or fractional part, then you know what to write, you know. Just copy this one. I hope this concept everybody is able to understand. Similarly, if we look at the tan inverse, if we look at tan inverse curve, if we'll compare it with the tan curve and tan inverse curve, we know the result will get exactly opposite. Okay, so if I'll write for tan 1 also, I can write here. So limit of x tending to 0, x by tan inverse of x will be 1 plus, and limit of x tending to 0, tan inverse of x by x will be equals to 1 minus. Okay, so let's copy this one also. Right, because tan inverse and sine inverse, these are the only the mirror images around y is equals to x, right? These are only mirror images around y is equals to x, so we can do that. Okay, so the result will get exactly opposite to what we were getting before. uh, Understood? Fine. So suppose if somebody is asking, in this case, if somebody asks a question that what will be the value of limit x tending to 0, this greatest integer of x by sine inverse of x, then tell me what will be the value, limit of x tending to 0, greatest integer of x by sine inverse of x. What will be the value? This will become 0. Yes, very good. And suppose instead of greatest integer, they had given, if they had given fractional part, then what will be the value? Instead of greatest integer, if they are given fractional part, then what will be the value? 0.99, that means approximately 1, by 0.99 approximately 1, by for this one by fractional part will be 0.99 approximately 1. Yes, very good. Okay, in this case, if suppose they have given greatest integer, then what will be the answer? In this case, what will be the answer? Greatest integer 1. Very good. And suppose instead of greatest integer they have given fractional part, then what will be the answer? If instead of greatest integer, fractional part. Very good, right? So suppose in the previous case also, here if in this case they have given this, then the answer we know will be 1, right? Yes, if in case if they have given fractional part, then answer will be 0. If in this case they have given greatest integer, the answer will be 0. And suppose they have given fractional part, then answer will be almost 1. Yes, very good, right? Same thing we can do for the tan x also. So I hope now you understood why we are writing this plus and minus. If somebody simply says that what will be the value, you will say 1. Yes, if somebody simply says what will be the value, we'll say 1. But we are just trying to be more accurate. That's it. Okay, very good. So now let's solve one very simple question based on this. So just by looking at this, what will be the answer? Just by looking at this, what can we say about the answer? 3 by 5. Very good. So what we will do? Very good, very good. So what we can do? But we know that limit this, we can write it as limit of x tending to 0, sine of 3x divided by into 1 1 tan x, tan of 5x, right? We know sine of 3x by 3x, this will combine and will become 1. Tan of 5x divided by 5x, this will combine and get almost equals to 1, right? So if we have divided x, we have multiplied x, yes, but we have multiplied 5, so we'll divide 5. If we have divided 3, so we have multiplied 3. So this will become equals to 1, and this will become equals to 1. Simple as that. So I hope that trigonometric limits, a standard form of trigonometric limit, is okay for everyone. Now, if some question comes, if we simply have to write any answer based on trigonometric standard form of trigonometric limit, we will be able to solve without even expansion, right? Suppose if somebody has given question as sine sine square x divided by x, limit of x tending to 0. So what will be the answer for this one? Sine square x upon x, limit x tending to 0. What will be the answer for this one? 0. Very good, very good. Right? So this answer will be 0. Very good. Suppose we have limit of x tending to 0, tan square 3x divided by x square. What will be the answer? What will be the answer? But here we have 3x, right? So down denominator also we should have 3x, but because we have square here, so denominator should have 3x square. So we will multiply it with 9 and divide with 9. So this will combine and become 3x. So right, this will get cancelled with this. So the answer will be simply 9. Understood? Understood? Gokulnath, yes, what happened? 3x by 5x. Understood? Yeah, Gokulnath, previous question, this you are able to understand, or is there any doubt? Gokulnath, this is okay, right? This one? Okay, fine. Yes. So I hope now you understood. Without even thinking, without even so actually expanding, you can simply solve the limits. Without because we know the standard form. Okay. Yes. Okay. This one, see, this one is what? This one is sine x upon x into sine x, right? But as x tends to 0, limit x tending to 0, this will become 1. But this is tending to 1. But as x tends to 0, this is what? But this is tending to 0, right? So this is this into this. This into this is equals to almost 0. This one, this one, Abhishek's this one, 10, this. Okay, okay. See, so what this is saying is, yeah, so what this is saying is, I will write it once again. So the question is, limit of tan square of 3x divided by x square and x tending to 0. Okay, so this thing we can write as limit of x tending to 0 tan 3x into tan of 3x divided by x, right? Because here we have 3x, here we have 3x, so in denominator we should have 3x, only then it will become 1. Here we have 3x, so denominator also we should have 3x, only then it will become 1, right? But because we are dividing both sides with, we are dividing this with 3, we are dividing this with 3, so we will not change the question, right? So we will multiply this with 3 and multiply this with 3. Now this part is equals to 1, right? This part is also equals to 1. So total will be 3 into 3 will be equals to 9. I hope now you understood. Okay. So I hope now this is very much clear. Okay, very good. Now see, after standard trigonometric limits, we will have some standard logarithm and exponential limits also, right? These log and exponential standard limits we have already seen before, right? But right now we are just writing them that, okay, these are the standard forms. So if we will ever see these standard forms anywhere, we will simply replace them with the answer. So we do not have to expand or do differentiation or anything else, right? So these, I will write these exponential and logarithmic limits, all the forms. So there are very few, but let's see once. So first one is e to the power x, sorry, I will write limit. So first one is limit x tending to 0, e to the power x minus 1 upon x. So tell me what will be the answer? First, this will be simply 1. Yes. So what, because how to solve? So what we can do is we can take exponent. Yes, this we can take x. First, what we will do? We know the e to the power x will expand as 1 plus x square by 2 factorial and so on. We do not have to write anything else. Minus 1 will be so this is plus minus 1. This will get cancelled. So you'll have x in the numerator and denominator you have x. So you can take x common out. So this will be 1 plus x by 2 factorial and so on. So this will be simply 1. So that means the value of this is 1. So this is, they are saying that, okay, this is the standard form. So this is the standard form. That's it. Where x tends to 0, e to the power x minus 1 upon x is equals to 1. This is first standard form. With the derivation we know. So derivation we already know. Second, now instead of e to the power x, suppose we have limit of x tending to 0, a to the power x minus 1 upon x. So what will be the value? Instead of e to the power x, now we have a to the power x. instead of e to the power x, now we have a to the power x, right? Log a, yes, log natural log of a, very good. So what we can do, instead of e to the power x, now we have a to the power x minus 1. Again, a to the power x we can expand, so this will be 1 plus 1 plus x into log a, or ln log a, ln a, plus x square ln a whole square, divided by 2 factorial, and so on. This will keep on going, minus 1, this 1 and 1 gets cancelled. Denominator you have x will get cancelled with this remaining, so x will get cancelled with this and so on. So you will have log base e. So this is equals to log a base e. I hope this one is everybody able to understand. This one is these are very simple. So what they will say, this is a standard form. Just that's it. This is a standard form, right? Third, so now we have this form. So there is one more form which is also a standard form. So this is limit of x tending to 0 log of 1 plus x upon x. Tell me what will be the value? Log of 1 plus x upon x, limit x tending to 0. Again, this will be equals to 1. Okay, fine. So these are three standard form of limit in terms of logarithm and exponential, which we have already seen before, right? So if question comes based on this, so you just remember these forms. And why am I asking you to remember these form? Why am I asking? Yeah. So Bhiksha, that is a derivative. That is a n plus x is a form of this. So we will solve using this only. We will solve that using this only. We'll do questions. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. So now what will they change in the question? Instead of x, suppose they have given x square. Instead of x, they have given x square, 2x or something like that. So accordingly, we will do. Accordingly, we will solve. So suppose they have given log of, limit of, suppose they have given limit of x tending to 0 e to the power 2x minus 1 upon x. So what will be the answer? As x tends to 0, e to the power 2x by x. So simply we know if this is 2 into 2, this will be 1, so the answer will be 2. Simple as that. Suppose you have limit of x tending to 0, this is e to the power sine x minus 1 upon sine x. Then what will be the answer? As x tends to 0, e to the power sine x, simply 1. Right? So similarly, whatever is here should have been here. So they will ask questions like this, and then multiply, divide with some other form. So now you will remember that what are the standard limits. Okay, just write these three forms. Just write these three forms one, and just remember these. However, if you do not mug up these, we know the expansion. So from expansion we can always derive these. Okay, I hope now it is very these three forms are very much clear, because these form we have anyways done before. Okay, fine. Okay, now see, based on these three standard forms, we might get some complicated or some different form of standard limits, and I will explain what is that. So now what we will do, we will find some limits using, yeah, you will get generally you will get question in advanced and mains based on this form, this standard form, this standard form, standard trigonometric form, standard this logarithmic form, and standard this form using log. These three forms are very much important, and there is one more special form which we will do afterwards, which we'll do on Friday, because that is a more complex one. So first, but these are very basic. We will get questions on advanced or mains on these part only. Okay, now the next form is the limit using log form. Now suppose if you have to find, suppose we have to find y is equals to y. So basically what these forms are, these will be forms when you have the function like this, f of x, and this is a function, this is raised to the power g of x. Some form of this, where this is where f of x is tending to some other number and g of x is tending to some form. So what we'll do, we will take log so that gx can come outside. So first form is, suppose you are having that y is equals to f of x to the power g of x. Okay, and there is a limit x tending to, suppose we have y is equals to limit x tending to a, where limit x tending to a f of x is tending to, where limit x tending to a f of x is tending to suppose 0, and limit x tending to a g of x is also tending to 0. Then what we will do? Okay, if suppose this is the case, if this is the case, then what we can do, first thing, we can take uh, log of these two, right? So suppose if we'll take the log, or sorry, this one is tending to 1, sorry, this one is tending to 1. So what we can do, we can take log. So if I'll take log, so for this one, so we have got y is equals to limit of, suppose x tending to a f of x in to the power g of x. So if I will take natural log on both sides, if I will take natural log on both sides, so this will become log base ey is equals to limit of, by limit still will be same, limit x tending to a log base e f of x to the power g of x. Now what this will help us, this will help us in bringing this g of x, yeah, this help us in bringing g of x to the power, this help us in bringing this g of x to the power outside. So this will become limit of x tending to a g of x into log of log base e f of x, right? Now what we can do, we can this take again log outside, so this will be y is equals to e to the power limit of x tending to a, this will become g of x into log base e f of x, right? Okay, so I hope you understood the process. What we will do, we will have, this will be a different form, right? So what you can say, that if you have some formula like this, if you have some question like this where fx is raised to the power gx, है ना, where fx is raised to the power gx, so what you can do is you can bring this gx outside by taking log on both sides. Okay, you can bring this gx outside by taking log on both sides. If you take log on both sides, then gx will come outside, you will have log fx. Maybe this will become much more simpler because now you have two different functions multiplied to each other. Okay, so first you copy this, then I will give you an example. Okay, first you copy this and we'll write the first standard form. Okay, first you copy till here. So this will be the process, taking, so the process will be taking log on both sides, taking log on, so log base e on both sides. So what this will do, this will bring gx from being the power, being in power, to multiplied to another function. Understood? Fine. Yeah, Pradyuman, that is, I'm saying that this fx and gx will be tending to other some form. This fx and tending will be tending to some number. Okay, so so what will be the first form? The first way is that we can bring this gx outside by taking log. That is what I'm taking. Okay. Fine. So this one is clear. So let's see the first one. Suppose you have been given, limit of. So this is the first standard form. First I will write, and I want you to derive it first. So this is first standard form, or you can just write first form first. So you can write it limit of x tending to 0. This is 1 plus x to the power 1 by x. Okay. So now try to solve this. See here, what is this? This is f of x. This is f of x. And what is this? This is g of x, right? So this is indeterminate form, 1 to the power infinity, right? 1 to the power infinity, right? So now try to. Yes, E, very good. So what we will do, see, so same thing, we have already seen what can be the procedure. So this is right now of the form of some f of x to the power g of x, right? So what we will do, this, we will bring this g of x as a multiplied with some other function. So we will take first log. So we'll assume that this is equals to y. So you have to find the value of y. So what I will do, so y is equals to limit of x tends to 0, 1 plus x to the power 1 by x. Do you want to solve or should I solve? Is anybody still trying? Okay, so what we can do, we can take log on both sides. So we'll take log base e on both sides, on both sides, right? So what will happen? We will get log base e into y, means log base. Okay, okay, fine. You try it first. So first take log base e, then tell me what you will get. Okay, try it first. Yes. Okay, fine. So I think, yeah, you guys are getting e. Very good. So so see what we'll do. We'll take log e on both side. Uh, Yes, we can take any other base, but afterwards also you have to write the answer in terms of base E, because we know the standard limits are in terms of base E. See, the standard limits were in terms of base E. See, this was log base E, and other standard forms were also, the expansion were in base E. So that is why we'll try to write in terms of base E. Right. So this we will take log base EY is equals to, this will become limit of x tend to 0, sorry, x tend to 0, yeah. So this will be log base e 1 plus x to the power 1 by x. Now see, this 1 by x will come outside now, so this will become limit of x tends to 0, 1 by x log of log base e 1 plus x, right? And this was the standard form which we have done before. This was the standard form which we have done before. The answer, the value for this will be 1. This is equals to log base ey. So now that means y is equals to e to the power 1. Fine. So that means this limit is equals to e to the power 1. This is the first standard form. Okay, this is the first standard form. Okay, so just copy this one. Just copy this one. If you're not able to, if you're not done, just copy this one. Okay, fine. I hope everybody is done. Everybody is copied, right? So remember, if you are not, if something is in power, if something is in power to some other function, try to take log. It will make it simpler, because now from power the thing will convert to the multiplication. Okay, yes, very good. Okay, very good, excellent. So now let's see, one of the other form of the same part, one of the other form of the same thing is this. So same thing. So one of the other form is, suppose limit of x tends to infinity, limit of x tends to 0. You will have, sorry, limit x tends to infinity, sorry, 1 plus 1 by x to the power x, right? Same form, same thing, because here x tends to 0. Now here's the same thing is tending to infinity. So what you can take, yeah, same thing, you will get exactly same value, e to the power 1, because now x you can take as 1 by h, or and where s tends to 0, right? So exactly same concept. Just write, take log, and you will get the exactly same answer. So this will also be equals to 1. Okay, fine. I hope you are able to understand this part. See, infinity, what you can do, again, what we will do, we will take log. If we will take log on both sides, so let's assume that this is equals to y. So if I take log on both sides, so this will become log base ey is equals to limit of x tends to infinity, x into log base e 1 plus 1 by x, right? So this thing is limit of x tends to infinity, log base e 1 plus 1 by x divided by this x I can write as 1 by x, by this x I can write as 1 by x, right? So see, this is also sorry, this is also 1 by x, by this is tending to 0 as x tends to infinity. This is also 1 by x, this is also tending to 0 as x tends to infinity, right? So if I will, so I can write this as h, I can write this is as h. So this whole question will get converted into limit of h tending to 0, log base e 1 plus h upon h, right? We can write it like this. So this will become simply 1. This was equals to log base ey. So that means y is equals to e to the power 1. Understood, Subiksha? Yes. Okay, Abhishek, we will do question based on this. First we'll just see all the forms, and then we will start solving question based on this. Okay, right. So now I hope this one is okay. You can copy this one also if you have not copied. Right. Okay, now next form is, suppose this is the third form, also derivative of the previous ones only, derivative of the previous ones only. Suppose you have suppose you have limit of any limit of x tending to a, where you have f of x and to the power of g of x, to the power of g of x. Now here limit, as limit x tends to a, limit x tends to a, f of x will be equals to 1, is tending to 1, and limit of x tending to a, g of x, g of x is tending to infinity, right? So if this is happening, if again same thing, where x tending to a, f of x is tending to 1, and limit x tending to a, g of x is tending to infinity, right? So what we will do, when again what we will do, we will take the we will take log on both side. In this case also what we will do, we will take log on both side, but here there will be something different. So here if we'll take log base e, y is equals to limit of x tending to a, so I'm directly writing by taking gx outside, so g of x into log base e f of x, right? So if we can write this, so this will if this will be equals to this, we can write this part, see this part we can write, uh, this part we can write as is equals to limit of x tending to a, g of x into log base e 1 plus minus 1 plus f of x, right? This we can write as this, because this is same 1 plus and 1 minus, so this is still same, these two parts are still same, right? But why we are doing this, see, if I'm writing it like this, so this will become limit of x tending to a, g of x into log base e 1 plus f of x minus 1, okay, right? So this I'm rearranging, so f of x minus 1. Now if I will multiply this f of x minus 1 and divide this with f of x minus 1, f of x minus 1, right? So as x tends to a, this part, now this part tends to 0, right? So this is 1 plus 0 form, and this is also same thing. So this whole thing, this whole part, this whole part will be tending to equals to 1. This will be tending to equals to 1. So the whole limits now gets converted off, the whole question gets converted to log base e y limit of x tending to a, g of x into f of x minus 1, right? This is tending to 0. Yeah. So now this again is an indeterminate form. Now we will see what kind of a question it is, है ना? So first you copy this, I will give you a standard, I will give you a question based on this. First you copy this one, okay? First you copy this, then I will give you a question based on this. Done? Done everyone? Yes, okay. See, so suppose they have given the question is, suppose we have a limit of, we have suppose limit of x tending to 0 sine of x divided by x to the power sine x upon x minus sine x. Okay, solve this. Fine. So I will write it properly. Limit of x tending to 0 sin x by x to the power sin x upon x minus sin x. Okay, solve this. E to the power minus 1. E to the power minus 1. Yes, yes. Yes, very good. Anyone else? Abhishek, very good. E to the power. E to the power. Bache, Abhishek, check the sign. You are missing the sign. E to the power minus 1. Yes, yes, yes. Minus 1. Yes. Very good, very good, very good. So same method I will apply. But see, once you have solved enough question, you know this is of the form of, this is of the form of, by this is 1, this is tending to 1 as x tends to 0, and this is something tending to infinity, right? So this is of that form. So we can simply write, once you have solved enough question, you can simply write y is equals to e to the power limit of x tending to 0 sine x by x minus 1 into sine x by x minus sine x, right? You can directly write this and then you can solve. This will become minus 1, this will become 1, you can directly solve, right? But because you have not solved enough questions, so let's see. So what we will do, this is equals to y, we'll proceed very slowly. We'll take log on both sides. So this is log base ey is equals to, so this whole thing will become a limit of x tending to 0 log base e. This power will come outside, so this will be log base e sine x by x into, this whole power will be sine x by x minus sine x. Now this I can write as limit of x tending to 0 log base e 1 plus sine x by x minus 1, okay, right, into sine x upon x minus sine x. This thing I can write as limit of x tending to 0. So this will be simply sine x by x minus 1 into sine x upon x minus sine x. So this will be simply limit of x tending to 0. This is sine x minus x upon x into sine x upon x minus sine x. This will get cancelled with this with minus 1, and this will get cancelled with this with plus 1, right? So whole thing will become minus 1. So this is log base e y is equals to minus 1. So y will be e to the power minus 1, right? I hope everybody understood what we have done. Okay, just copy this. Now over enough practice, you will simply write this as, with enough practice, you can simply write this as e to the power, this will become sine x sine x upon x minus 1 into sine x upon x minus sine x, right? Now this will directly be 1. This will directly be 1, and this will directly be minus 1. So you can directly write e to the power minus 1. Okay, but remember, it is better to be safe, better to be sure than wrong. Okay, so always just do not make any mistake while writing a step. Hai na? So suppose here you get cancel these two things with plus 1, so then it will be a problem. Hai na? So just copy this one. Fine. This question is okay for everyone, right? So similar questions you will get. So these were the standard form. Yeah, one standard form I missed. So first you copy this one. Everyone, okay? Everyone understood? Fine. One standard form, which was, you can say it we can take in this form. So one standard form was this. So fourth form, a to the power. So one standard form was where we have a power of something, right? So we have seen that we can factorize something. So this will be also one of the standard form. That suppose we have limit of x tending to a, which we have already seen, x to the power n minus a to the power n divided by x minus a. So this will be equals to n into a to the power n minus 1, n into a to the power n minus 1. This you can do as homework also, right? But this is a very standard form. What we will do in this question, we will take a, we have already solved this question, some form of this, where a we will take common a to the power n, right? So just write this one also. Right, this one also. Should I explain this part, this one? Should I explain this one? Or or you can understand? For this one, should I explain or you can understand? Okay, fine. Okay, so copy this one also, right? So now we have done uh, becomes sine x minus, okay, okay. So just copy this one, then I will explain the last question once again. Okay. Yes, so this one, see, this part I'm writing again. This part I'm writing here. So suppose you have log base e 1 plus sine x upon x minus 1, right? This is limit of, this is limit of x tending to 0. This is limit of x tending to 0, right? As x tend to 0, this term will tend to this term tends to 0, because sine x by x tends to 1, minus 1 will be 0. So this whole term tends to 0. So what I will do, I will multiply with sine x by x minus 1 and divide with sine x by x minus 1, right? Now this is also tending to 0, this is also tending to 0. So we know that this whole thing, if I'll combine, this whole thing, if I'll combine, this thing will tend to 1. So the only thing is left out is sine x by x minus 1. Did you understood? Who asked the question? Vishnu. Vishnu, did you understood now? Yes, very good. Okay. Okay. So basically we have covered, no, in this part, yeah, this you can also do by differentiation. The one method which we can use is, if I'll take a to the power n common, so this will become a to the power n into x by a to the power n minus 1 divided by a x by a minus 1, right? So depending on the n, so we can write this as x by a minus 1 into x by a to the power n minus 1 plus x by a to the power n minus 2 till x by a to the power 0. If you remember factorization, and x by a minus 1 was there in the denominator, this will get cancelled with this. You already have a to the power n, so this will become a to the power n minus 1. From here you will get n terms, so this will be n into a to the power n minus 1. So this is the derivation, and remember, you can also differentiate, but what that differentiation form we'll do next. But first we will solve some question based on the standard forms. Okay, so you can think this is as a derivation you can use, है ना? Okay, chalo. Now first let's see some questions. So solve this one. You have got all the standard forms. Take your time, solve this question. Okay, I'll put a timer also. Okay, you have 3. Okay, you have 4 minutes. Solve this. Last date for submitting assignment is tomorrow. Tomorrow by 5 p.m. Today also you will get one assignment for maths. है ना? Abhishek, first you concentrate on this. First you concentrate on this. Okay. 1. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Pooja has also given answer 1. Ranjit has given answer 1. Okay. Fine. Good. Sriniti. Okay. Okay. Fine. So that's good. I'll give you 1 more minute for the remaining people who have not solved. Where is Imba's answer? Imba, you do not write anything. Imba, where is Ajay? Ajay, you are not writing any answer. Any hostler is not writing. Hostler from KNMS. No, none of you are writing any answer. What happened? GB, where is your answer? Are you able to get or not? Then Subiksha, you are able to get or not? Okay, Abhishek got Subiksha. Okay, very good. Okay, so let's see. So this is e to the power x, e to the power 10x minus e to the power x. So see, one thing we can write is limit of x tending to 0, e to the power 10x minus e to the power x divided by 10x minus x. Now see, here we have 10x, here we have x. in denominator we have 10x minus x. So if I am able to if I am able to get 10x minus x, then my job will be done. So this can be written as limit of x tending to 0 e to the power x I will take common from numerator, so this will become e to the power 10x minus x, right, minus 1 divided by 10x minus x, right? As x tends to 0, 10x minus x also tends to 0, so this will be simply limit of x tending to 0. This whole part will be equals to 1, because this we can take as capital X, so this will also become capital X. So you can write this as e to the power capital X minus 1 upon capital X into e to the power x, where capital X is what? Where capital X is 10x minus x, right? So this whole thing will become 1. So this will be simply limit of x tending to 0 e to the power x is equals to 1, right? So see, remembering the standard forms will help you giving the answer much quicker. You will be quickly be able to give the answer if you remember the standard form. You can do that also. If you think that adding one or adding plus one or minus one, okay, but yeah, in different forms you can solve. There is no problem. If you are able to get through that also, it's fine. Okay, fine. Okay, solve this one. You have 2.5 minutes. Solve this one. See, this form we have seen, but this is a little bit changed, but some kind of this form we have already seen, standard form. Okay. Uh, 2 by 5. Okay, I guess yes, 2 by 5 is correct. Yes. Very good, Hari. Very good. Kanishk, very good. Kanishk, very good. 2 by 5. Very good, Lakshya. Very good. Nice. Good. Subiksha, this was your question, right? If we have lambda here, then what we will get? Yes. Anu, very good. Yes. Achha, this came in homework. Okay, fine. So what you can do is, see, if you have some form of this, if you have some form like this, so what you can do, so this is, let's stop the timer. Okay, so this is, do you want more time to solve, or should I start solving? Okay, let's see. I want 2-3 more answers. Okay, fine. Okay, so see, so what we can do, limit of, if we have x tending to 0, one thing is that we can write this is log of by 5. We know that form 1 plus x divided by x will be equals to 1. We know this form, but here we have something multiplied here. This is 5, right? So what we can do is we can convert this whole, we can convert this inside. There are two different methods, same process but two different. So let's see. So limit of x tending to 0, we can write log of 5 plus x divided by 5 minus x divided by x. 1 is this, right? Now from here and from numerator and denominator I can take 5 common. From numerator and denominator I will take 5 common, so this will become limit of x tending to 0 log of this will become 1 plus x by 5 divided by 1 minus x by 5, right? This whole thing divided by x, right? Now again I can take log separate, so this is limit of x tending to 0 log of 1 plus x by 5. This will be minus log of 1 minus x by 5, right? Whole thing divided by x, right? Now x by 5 is here, so I can simply write x 5 multiplied, and I can multiply this 5 and I can divide with 5. So I'm dividing with 5, so I can multiply with 5, right? Now if I'll take this separate, the first will become plus 1 and the second will become minus 1. So minus of minus 1, so this will become, so divided by 5, this becomes 2 by 5, right? Okay, fine. No, we cannot take log common. Log does not works like that. Okay, log we cannot take common. Log does not works like that, Jeffrey. Okay, so one way is this. Now if we can write, if we are able to write it like this, that means we can do some operation on log directly also. So see, limit of x tending to 0, this will be log of 5. If I'll take 5 common, so this will become 1 plus x by 5, right? Minus again log 5 if I'll take common, so 5 into 1 plus x, sorry, 1 minus x by 5, right? Whole thing divided by x. Log a into b is what? Log a plus log b. So this is limit of x tending to 0, log of 5 plus log of 1 plus x by 5, okay, minus log of 5. This will become minus log of 1 minus x by 5. This and this gets cancelled. So this is divided by x. This and this gets cancelled. So you'll have exactly same thing which you have done in the. Can you repeat the first part? This one, this from here, GB. Okay. See, from here I can take 5 common. If I will take 5 common from numerator, this will become 1 plus x by 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. This 5 and 5 gets cancelled. So you will have 1 plus x by 5. 1 minus x by 5. Now again I can take log separate, है ना? So if I'm able to do here till, if I'm able to do till here, that means I can do it directly also. We can do some operation on log. So we will write 5 common. So this is log a into log a into b. So this will become log a plus log b minus log a into b, log a plus log b. So this will simply transform into limit of x tending to 0. This is log of 1 plus x by 5 divided by x minus limit x tending to 0, 1 minus x by 5 divided by x. So this will transform into minus 1 by 5. This will become 1 by 5. So again, you will have 2 by 5. In the first step, we can add 1 and minus 1. Yeah, you can do that also, bache. There is no problem. You can do that also. And one of the student was saying, sir, instead of this, we can write it 1 plus 5. You can do that also. There is no issue. Okay. I hope this one is okay for everyone. Yes. Okay. Very good. Now solve next one. This one. Solve this. E to the power minus 1. Okay. E to the power 1 by 2, e to the power minus 1. Abhishek, can you just check? Students are giving e to the power 1 and minus 1. Can you check the sign e to the power minus 1? Most of you are giving. Okay. But you take your time and give the correct answer. There is there is no use of using standard form if you are not able to get that it is e to the power 1 or minus 1. So it's okay if you can take 15 minutes, 15 seconds more, but give correct answer. Okay, e to the power minus 1. Many of you are giving e to the power minus 1, 1 by e. Okay, yes. So let's see. So Yes, e to the power minus 1. Okay, so within 1 minute you are able to solve. That is good. Okay, so this is a limit of x tends to 1. See, if you have any doubt, if you are facing any doubt in this, if you are facing any doubt in this, that what will happen at when x is tending to 1. So simply do one thing. Take so x is tending to 1. So take x is equals to 1 plus h. Right? So take x is equals to 1 plus h. So as limit x tends to x tends to 1. So limit for h will tends to 0. So as limit x tends to 1, h will tend to 0. So I will change the whole question in this. So I can change the whole question like this. So this will become limit of, if you have confusion in this, however, directly you can also solve. You can write h tends to 0. This will become 1 plus sine of pi plus h, right? This will become pi plus h. So this will, sorry, pi plus pi h, right? And this will be to the power, this will be to the power, sorry, I will write it once again. Right, so this is limit of h tends to 0. This will become 1 plus sine of pi into what is x? X is now 1 plus h. 1 plus h. This whole to the power cot of pi. Pi is also 1 plus h into pi. So this will become limit of h tends to 0. 1 plus sine pi plus h into pi, right, to the power cot pi plus h into pi, right? So see, this is limit of h tends to 0. This will get transformed. Sine of pi plus h. Sine of pi plus h is minus sine. So 1 minus sine of pi h, right? And this is cot of pi plus h. Cot of pi plus h is simply cot of pi h, right? Because this will say again it will be in third quadrant, pi plus h pi. So it will be, now what we can do, we can write the log, we can write log form. So this will be simply be e to the power, this will simply become e to the power limit of h tends to 0, log of 1 minus sine of pi h divided by, sorry, into this is cot of pi h, right? So this is e to the power limit of h tends to 0. This is log 1 minus sine pi h. So we can, because this is tending to 0, so we can multiply it with minus sine of pi h, and we can multiply with minus sine of pi h, right? That is why this minus sign is coming into cot of pi h. Now this whole thing is tending to 1 because sine of pi h is tending to 0. So this whole thing is tending to 1. So this will get transformed into is equals to e to the power limit of h tends to 0 minus sine pi h into cot of pi h, right? Cot of pi h will be simply cos of pi h divided by sine of pi h, right? So this will get cancelled with this. So this will be e to the power limit of h tends to 0 cos of pi h into minus. So this will be simply e to the power minus 1. Understood? Okay. So just copy this one. Just copy this one also. Fine. So now, yeah, e to the power minus 1, because here we have minus, this is minus of sine of pi h. So minus sine pi h we will multiply and divide. So that is why you will get minus of sine of pi h, and not e to the power 1. So the answer will be e to the power minus 1. Understood? Fine. So today what we have seen few standard forms. So remember, or we will do one thing, we'll discuss the question once again in the next class. And we'll discuss the question once again in the next class. So remember to remember, these are the standard forms. Just solve as many questions as you can on these standard forms. First is this one, second is this one, and f(x) to the power gx, and the other form was simple. You have trigonometric form, which was very simple, which we have already seen. And each and every question is we have already solved using the expansion or anything other forms, right? But now, because what we'll do, we want to save our time, so we will just use these standard forms, and we'll try to remember these standard forms to save the time and solve the question much faster. Okay, so now I'll share the PDF with you. Okay, I'm sharing the PDF with you. If you're not getting, then just can send me the message. Okay, I'll wait for 2 minutes. If there is any doubt, you can ask. Meanwhile, if there is any doubt, you can ask. After 12, Ranjit, you can call me after 12. है ना? These are not topics hand in hand. है ना? So we're going to complete limits by tomorrow. By Friday. By Friday. Tomorrow and by Friday. I don't know subjective. I'm not sure. For 11th, we are having. For 12th, there is no such. Yeah, Ajay called me. Ajay called me. I had a chat with him yesterday. Yes. Okay. If you are able to, if you are downloaded it, then you can just leave. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yeah, these question I'm not sure exactly if, but the standard forms are there in board. So Sanjana, these question can come in board. है ना? Standard forms are there in board. So these question you can get in board. है ना? Okay, I hope everybody has got the PDF now. Okay, fine. Chalo, take care.